Hi, my name's Ashleigh and I'm an urban reptile ecologist. I'm studying the impacts of urbanisation on reptiles to help inform conservation and land planning in my local city, Perth, Western Australia.
Urbanisation is the main process driving native species decline in Australia. We are ecosystem engineers, changing the land to suit our needs. By clearing land, building cities and introducing new species, we push native species away from their homes. As new species take over the landscape, we quickly lose diversity and our unique characters. The same can be said for any city in the world. Here in Perth, we have a huge diversity of native fauna, particularly reptiles. The city is home to 71 species, including 25 types of skinks and 16 venomous snakes.
The most iconic species are from these two groups, the bobtail and the dugite. Luckily, we haven't driven them out of the city yet. They're found in backyards and nature reserves and make the most out of human disturbance by eating our plants and pests. But not everyone likes reptiles in their backyards, even if they aren't hurting anyone. Unwanted reptiles are translocated into small remnant patches of bushland, and while we think that they're doing okay in suburbia, we currently have no evidence to back up that claim. I'm using GPS technology to track the movements of bobtails and dugites to see how their habitats are affected by roads and buildings, and comparing the results to tracking efforts away from the urban sprawl.
GPS tracking is a vital tool for identifying species range and translocation success, but is used less in reptiles than for other animals. While sticking a GPS tracker on a bobtail is relatively easy, snakes are long and smooth, and skin shedding causes glued-on devices to fall off. Biologists instead resort to surgically implanting tracking devices in snakes, but this blocks the signal and makes tracking unreliable, expensive, and time-consuming.
I'm using a new technique which is targeted to solve these problems and remove the need for major surgery. By anchoring the GPS tracker to the tail of the snake using nylon thread held in place under the skin, satellite snake tracking will be conducted for the first time in a city. Unlike in surgical implantation, the devices are reusable, making them cost-effective, and will improve ecological reptile research for years to come.
The downside is it's expensive to start up. The devices needed to track a reptile start at $800, and I aim to track 30 bobtails and 60 dugites, needing 50 GPS devices to track over the next 3 years. I believe that people care about conservation of native animals and want to be a part of it. I want to create a community where important ecological findings are shared and where anyone can become a conservationist. Your support of this project will not only contribute towards important ecological research, but you'll also be helping support the application of new technologies in science. Sponsor a reptile today and join us in conservation innovation.